All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Once again, I hope you guys are having a lovely Wednesday. A lot to talk about, a lot of sports. We have NBA, baseball, hockey, you name it. And three important things. Quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, the three quarterbacks. If you're joining in, man, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We have a lot to talk about. Busy night, busy night, busy night. So, once again, welcome to the program. All right. My first subject, the Miami Dolphins. As you see, Miami Dolphins in the draft, they pick up Quinn Ewers from the Texans Longhorns. So, these are the three quarterbacks for the Miami Dolphins. My question is it good enough? For my standpoint and my view, if Tua stay healthy, guys, okay, I don't think Zach Wilson will be the backup. I know he is because the other guy's a rookie and he comes from college. But, okay, the other guy from college, the only issue that I have with him is consistency. That is an issue he needs to develop. And, of course, with Mike McDaniel, that will probably happen. Okay, Tua, of course, he's your starting quarterback regardless. It doesn't matter. He is your starting quarterback. But then you have Zach Wilson. And we know the history of Zach Wilson. Let's be honest. Okay, guys, we know that already. So we're hoping that Miami could protect all these three quarterbacks as the season starts. And hopefully they can have a better career. So as a Dolphin fan, yes, we know Tua will start. Okay. We got a little bit better in the offensive line, but we still need to pick up players. Probably a left tackle, right tackle, guard. We need some backup. I know we have Daniels and we pick up a great draft pick, but there's a big but. You need to improve that offensive line if you want to make it as far as you want to make it. So, as a Dolphin fan, if you could protect your quarterback in 2025, I'm going to say Tua will have a great season. But of course, comes protection and comes with health. Now, can Zach Wilson do the job if Tua gets hurt? I'm trying to stay positive, guys. I know it's early. I know the season hasn't started. We have OTAs. We have practice. We got preseason. I don't feel comfortable with Zach Wilson. Now, can McDaniel develop Wilson? Maybe. Maybe not. Now, the other guy from Texas, he knows McDaniel's system because that's the system they ran in college. But anyhow, like I said, we got NHL hockey. We got NBA playoffs, which the Lakers could be eliminated tonight if they don't win tonight, if they want to stay alive. So, let's go with the NHL. This is the schedule for tonight. We have the Canadiens at the Capitol, the Panthers at the Lightning at 7:30, and we have the Blues and the Jets. So, 3 games tonight in the NHL playoffs. Like I say, the Florida Panther win tonight. They advance to the second round. They lost a game at home. Won 2 games in Tampa. So they're up 3-1. Win tonight, 4-1, and we are in good shape. So that's the game right there. It's tonight, hopefully at 7:30 in Tampa. And good luck for the Cats. So that is your NHL. Now, here's the bracket of the Western Conference, Eastern Conference of your hockey. You have the Jets and the Blues, the Stars and the Avalanche, Golden Knights and the Wilds, the Kings and the Oilers. And as you see there, is if you can't see it on my screen, I could try to get a bit closer and tell you guys. Give me a second. try to get closer so I could give you an idea what you guys are seeing. Okay, so Montreal is down 3-1 to Washington. St. Louis and Winnipeg are tied 2-2 in their series, and that's a tonight's game. Okay, so then you have Toronto lead the series 3-2 against Ottawa. You got Vegas lead the Minnesota 3-2. You have Dallas and Colorado. Dallas lead the series 3-2. And you got Los Angeles and Edmonton. Edmonton leads the series 3-2. So if you can't see the bracket, like I tell you, that's what the bracket is. So those are your brackets for the actual NHL. Now we're going to baseball. Guys. Very disappointed with this team. The Orioles lost big last night, 15-3 to the Yankees. I guess the Yankees hit 6-7 home runs in that game. Gibson had no chance. He gave back-to-back home runs in the first inning. Then he gave another home run after that in the second, and history was done. This team is struggling right now. They are in last place in the American League East. They're actually 11 wins and 18 losses. They are the second worst baseball team right now. Okay, they are the worst baseball team right now in both leagues. They're actually number 2. Colorado's first. Injury has plugged the team. Of course, Anthony Santander departure, you can see it's hurting them. Injuries has gotten the Orioles pretty bad, guys and girls. But if you join in, man, I just came in. I'm giving you all the wrap up for tonight's game. You gotta say baseball, NBA, NHL, you name it. And we'll go to the NBA in a few minutes. What can the Orioles could do? What can they actually do? How can they get pitching staff? How can they get their team back in rhythm? How can they trade? I mean, I look at their farm system. They don't have much in the farm system to them to advance to go where they want to go to. So it's kind of difficult, guys. It's kind of hard. But once again, who knows? Anything can happen in baseball. It's early. I mean, this is what, 29 games already of 162 games. Anything can happen, but man, the bats went cold. The pitching, it's not there. And I feel bad for Gibson. He just got picked and he went to AAA to practice, to rehab. That's how they do it before they come back. And between his ERA and Morton, forget it, guys. And I know we're going to keep them to get fresh arms for the Orioles to keep in pace in the American League East, but it's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. Okay? So, really feel bad for the Orioles. Good luck tonight if they can win. Take 2 out of 3 out of the Yankees. That'd be a helpful thing. But hopefully, like I said, they got to get back in pace, man. They got to get back into the winning column. So we got baseball finals. Cleveland beat Minnesota 2-1 today. We had the Cubs beating Pittsburgh 9-0. St. Louis and Cincinnati was postponed. We had Philadelphia Phillies beating Washington 7-6. We had Kansas City beating Tampa Bay 3-1. We had Boston beating Toronto 10-2. We had the Mets winning again 8-3 against Arizona. Man, the Mets are hot, guys. Milwaukee beating Chicago White Sox 72. Texas scored 15 runs. They beat the Athletics 15-2. We had Houston beat Detroit 6-4. We had the Braves beat Colorado 8-2. We had San Diego beat San Francisco 7-4. Seattle beating I guess that was yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm giving you yesterday's score. I don't know why you show that. I'm sorry. Today game, let me go back. I apologize. It's Dodgers beating the Marlins 12-4 in the top of the ninth. The Seattle and Los Angeles Angels are tied 3-3. Then you have San Diego beating San Francisco 4-1 in the middle of the sixth. Then you got Minnesota at Cleveland tonight, Chicago at Pittsburgh tonight, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Washington, Philadelphia, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Boston at Toronto, Arizona and the Mets, Milwaukee at the White Sox, Athletic at Texas. I'm sorry. And then we did have St. Louis beating Cincinnati 6-0, Detroit beating Houston 7-4, and Atlanta losing to Colorado 2-1. So I guess they're playing double headers, I guess. But anyhow, that's today's game. Then here's the NBA. We have the Lakers tonight versus the Timberwolves. If they don't win that one, guys, and then you have Golden State at Houston. Crucial game for both teams. If Golden State win tonight, they'll win the series 4-1. If Minnesota beat the Lakers, they'll win the series 4-1. So basically, both of these teams are eliminated if they don't make the playoffs. And here we go again. The Lakers, they can't win the last game. So here's your NBA bracket. We have Thunders already sweeping the Grizzlies 4-0. We're waiting for the Nuggets and Clippers, Lakers and Timberwolves, Rockets and Warriors. We had Cavaliers sweep the Miami Heat. By the way, they won by 55. So the Cavaliers will play the Indiana Pacers. So you have Knicks and Pistons, and they're waiting. Of course, the Celtics is waiting for them. Celtics won the series 4-1 against the Magic. So that is your NBA. So if you want to join in the chat. You could join the chat. I just got back here to give you all the update. It's a busy, busy time of the year, busy time in sports. Came in order to chat with you guys, man. Any question about your team, your basketball team, who's your football team? What is your expectation for your teams? Do you feel that your team could go somewhere? Playoffs? In the I can't say football because football hasn't started. And football, you got to go through OTAs, mini camps, and all that. And excuse me, who's going to make it? Who's not going to make it? Who's going to get cut? So I came live, just came live not even 10, 15 minutes ago. I did give a wrap of everything here. NBA, baseball, basketball, football. If you missed it, it's okay. This is going to be pre-recorded, and you could go ahead and, listen to it later. But, yeah, Dolphin fans, man, listen, I'm going to go back to the Miami Dolphins. I'm excited. I'm not gonna tell you I'm not, but at the same time I'm worried because we built through the draft. We have a great I won't say have a great offensive line, but we got finally somebody that could protect Tua. But you need also backup players that could protect these players if they go down. Probably the biggest hurdle we had was Teron retiring, which is fine. I mean, injury all the time. So, but great class act guy, great guy. So, I mean, all I can say is it's going to be a long season, man. The only thing is it's going to be interesting in the NFL with all these new faces and new places. That's all I can say. I mean, that's something that we're going to have to probably get used to. Hopefully, your team can stay healthy as the Miami Dolphins. Our division with the Jets, New England, I'm going to tell you, New England's going to be very good, improve. Some people might disagree, but I also like their draft pick. The Jets didn't do bad either. Buffalo, I'm not too, but Buffalo's going to be Buffalo. I mean, that's the team to beat, regardless. That's the team to beat in that division. If you could beat Buffalo, and you could do that, I think you're in good shape. But that's if you could beat them, of course. But anyhow, welcome. I'm live, as you see. So we're talking sports. And that's what I do here. We talk sports, and it's all positive sports. So I know we have Knicks fans out there. I know we have Yankee fans out there. I know we got Oriole fans out there. So if you're joining into the chat, if you want to say something, go ahead, guys. Don't be ashamed, or don't, just if you want to see this video later and record it and you want to see it, leave your comments, and trust me, I'll get into the thing and into the comment section, and I'll answer all your comments. But yeah, guys, listen, I've been doing this now for over a year. I want to thank so much for my subscriber. I'm at 769. I do a lot of shorts. My shorts are updates. My shorts are mostly also video, Christian video, and it's more like positive vibe for the people, and for all of us at work. Because we don't know what nobody's go through their lifestyle, but we don't get involved in that either. But we pray for the individual who's having a bad time, or But listen, stay positive. That's the most important thing. The only thing I learned is you can't take everything serious. You can't. You got to sometimes step back and just reflect and think about it. Always remember, the building always stays there. But if something happened to us, we can't be replaced. We could be replaced at work, but if we perish, you can't bring them back. So don't sweat yourself, man. Don't just take it one day at a time, one step at a time. So I am live, and if you guys want to join in, I'm here. If you guys have any questions, anything you want me to answer, I'll answer it. But anyhow, as I'm going through with the Miami Dolphins right now, and we're talking about Tua, Zach Wilson, and the quarterback from Texas. If Tua goes down, which I hope he doesn't, I'm not going to call it. I do have concern with his injury, because this time it's a hip injury. So it's something that you got to take accountability when it comes to the season. Okay, I'm trying to stay positive. Let me tell you who did good: the Raiders. The Raiders also did a good draft. I think they did good. I think they got Geno Smith. We're so good at criticizing all these players and get mad upset because you think that sometime a change is good in your team, because you never know. Pete Carroll is a great coach. Geno Smith, listen, he didn't pick him up for a reason. He didn't bring him to the Raiders, to the Las Vegas for no reason. He bought him for a reason. So you got to stay positive in that part. But everybody said, well, Geno's not good anyhow in Seattle. Well, you can't say that because he had a good season. You see, football goes both ways, guys, defense and offense. And if you're going to just blame the offensive guy, I'm sorry. And that's the thing that's hard in the NFL too. It's two opposite positions, defense and offense, play well in the game. That happens rarely. Or your defense score points, or your offense don't score points, and they go vice versa. So, but who knows? This is going to be an interesting year for the NFL. That's all I can say. If you're a Dolphin fan or any kind of fan you are. The Giants, the one that I'm looking at that I'm worried about is the Cleveland Browns. Why? Because, Shedeur Sanders, after signing, they signed 2 quarterbacks in the draft with Dillon and Sanders. You got Joe Flacco. You got Pickett. And listen, I know Deshaun Watson is not playing, so I will not be surprised he get cut or get released. So Flacco, Pickett, and the 2 rookies. Somebody there is going to get traded. Somebody might get released. Joe Flacco, for me, I think he's a good teacher for these kids. And that's what he's going to do when they bring him in. He's going to go ahead and teach his kids and show them the ropes. Remember, Joe Flacco's not a young quarterback either. But he did well when he came from retirement. You got to give him credit. He did well with the Colts and the Cleveland Browns. My gosh, almost take him to the playoffs. It was. But once again, there's a lot we have to wait, because now you have quarterbacks that are competing. that they really want the number one position. The only thing is, don't go into the media stuff, man, because people are gonna start saying stuff they should not say about the kid, man. Especially these two kids, Dylan and Sanders. He did what he did. Okay, they apologized. He humbled himself, and now he's in the NFL. Now, what his dad did, yeah, I'm sorry. That's my opinion, and I said it. And you know what? When you're a Hall of Famer and you got a name that's up there that says Sanders, everybody goes crazy. And and then you hear reporters saying, well, he didn't want to go to interviews. He didn't want to go to meetings. He didn't want to go through. You know what? It's over with. Here's the NFL. Embrace it. Do the best you can with it and see how far you go. Now, there's two things I could say. Either you make it or don't make it. That's it. And this is the NFL. There's only two ways you could do it. Make it or make it. Or break it. Whatever they call it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Those that have subscribed, once again, man, I appreciate you guys doing that, man. I'm at 769. I'm very thankful, very grateful. Doing this is not easy. Like I tell you guys, I do have a full-time job. Those that know me, those that subscribers that know me already, but I do the best just to do what I have to do, just to keep it up, man. Just to keep it up, stay positive. Remain positive, and work through this, man. And it's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. YouTube, algorithm. It's not easy, guys. Sometimes it gets to a point that you ask yourself, wow. People are competing with each other out there, and I'm not competing with anybody. I'm trying to keep it as positive as I can, and I try to keep it programmed. Yeah, people like gossip. People like to get motivated and pumped up because of man. I get to the word. I get to the actual proper thing. That I'm perfect? No. That I'm gonna make mistakes? Yes. But I like to keep it fair and square across the board. I respect your decision. That's your team. I know you're upset. You're mad because your team hasn't won a playoff. Listen, I've been a Dolphin fan. We haven't won a playoff in 20-something years. Okay? Last Super Bowl was Dan Marino, 1983. Lost against Joe Montana. That's 83, 84. Think about it. But Miami has been a winning franchise regardless. Then they start losing, and then, yeah, everybody wants to win a Super Bowl. You know what I would like? Team that has not gone to the Super Bowl and deserve to win one. I'm going to be straight honest, even though I'm a Dolphin fan. I mean, look at Buffalo. Buffalo won 4 times, man. I mean, Jim Kelly, great quarterback. Dan Marino, great quarterback. They exit the NFL with no Super Bowl wins. But it happens, Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and what can you do? Now, you could blame the owners, you could blame the coach, you could blame someone, the GM. You could blame so many things. You know what the owner does? Just pay the paycheck, guy. He just give the paycheck. Give me the good players and I pay the paycheck. And I use an example of Miami Dolphins right now. You pay all these players to win a Super Bowl. Did they want one? Did they want a playoff game with these guys? No, they didn't. So that's one thing I want to bring up. It's not about the money anymore, man. But that's what happened. The pride and ego are so high in sports that this is what the player does. This is what they do. They come in and they want to take control, and that's not what it is. And I try to stay as much positive as I can because I listen. Yeah, I want my team to win, but there's 32 teams in the NFL, so somebody's gonna have to lose. But anyhow, if you haven't joined in, I've been here for almost probably 30 minutes. I just came in and gave you a complete rundown of the NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, and the NBA playoffs. So, but if any breaking news anything come out, guys, I'll let you know. I'll really let you know. And those that I subscribe to, guys, listen, I'm going to see all your videos. I do. I see your videos. I comment on your videos. I'm a supporter. I'm 100% supporter. I feel the same way. We all should be this together, supporting one another, guys. It's not just because you subscribe and this is it. I got a subscriber. I don't go there. I already had a couple of I won't say confrontations because I'm not gonna say that they get upset because they say, but wait a minute, no, that's not the way it goes. I know people work. I know people got a life through all this, and I understand that. But if you want me to support you, I mean, it's vice versa. We gotta help each other. But once again, I try not to get involved in any kind of scandal or issues with anybody. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I know a lot of people don't like sports. I know that, and some people do like sports. See, I got a friend of mine that play gaming, and he's a champion in gaming. I watch his video every time. When I get a chance, on my break or whatever, I watch his video because I love to see somebody that loves what they're doing, and this is what I love. This is my passion. I love sports. That's who I am. And you can see behind my background, I'm a Dolphin. That's obvious. But I talk every sports in general. I talk about the Atlanta Falcons. I talk about the Atlanta Braves, the Orioles, the Yankees. Whatever comes up in my, whatever comes in your mind, this is where I come in and talk to you guys and conversate with you guys and tell you what you like, don't like. That's what I tell everybody. So, but yeah, well, anyhow, thank you so much once again for those subscribers. I really do, man. I love you all my heart. I always will, regardless what it is, man. I try to keep a positive vibe, man, a positive podcast, a sports podcast that people can enjoy. Somebody told me, George, maybe you don't have too much followers, too much of that because you're too kind, and if you were talking, nah, I'm not talking bad about nobody, guys. Listen, again, just in my chats, just in my thing, I get people upset about their team, how sorry, how bad they are, and there's people that likes to do that, that has like an issue with the ball clubs. Not me, man, not me. So, all right, give me a second. I'm sorry. And I'm at 769 subscriber. Hopefully by the weekend I get over my 800. If I don't, it's okay. Yeah, the goals is 1,000, but then you know what? You gotta start all over. You gotta become. I want everything genuine and do it right. I'm not breaking any policy. I'm not breaking any rules. So I'm trying to keep it as positive as I can. So, but anyhow, I was saying earlier in my sports, if you are a fan of any type of sport you like, we have the World Cup coming up. Um, I'm looking at that too. The only thing that's difficult for me is try to keep up with all these sports. Somebody told me, which he's an expert in sports. He said, "Why don't you keep it just one sports? Keep it Miami Dolphins." Man, I know how many Miami Dolphins channels out there, and I'm trying to keep it as easy as I can, as mellow as I can. Is try to get everybody because I want to know you guys. I want to know my fans. I want to know my subscribers. I want to know who's your team. I want to know who do you interact with when it comes to sports. Because maybe your opinion is different to mine, and that's okay. I have no problem with that. That happens anywhere you go. You have your opinion. I got mine, but I'm not gonna get mad at you. So, well, we got the Orioles starting in about 20 minutes. I hope they win tonight. Then tonight we have the Lakers. Win or good night. And now you're gonna see the Lucas trade. Well, we saw the Mavericks didn't make the playoffs, but Lucas made it. But if they get eliminated, how good does that look now? That's one thing I want to say. Would that make the Lakers look good? I'm just saying that. Because if they win with Lucas, then they say, hey, okay, the trade was a good value trade. The only thing it did was make the Lakers look younger, make them younger. That's all I can say. So let me look at the baseball score. Yeah, Seattle and Los Angeles tied 3-3, bottom seven. We have San Francisco five losing 5-2 to San Diego, bottom seven. We have I guess just started top of the first, Cleveland and Minnesota. So, but listen, those that haven't subscribed to the channel, give it a try. Hey, how you doing, Miss Montano? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I've been watching your video. You're doing a good job. I appreciate everything you do. Thank you for subscribing. So, but yeah, guys. I mean, we have a lot of sports going on right now. We're trying to get everything together for the season, especially for football season. There's people like baseball. The only thing with baseball that I see is 162 games. It's kind of difficult when you play like those 82 games first half, and then 82 games second half. It's a lot of work. I mean, 80 and 82 or 81 and 81, either one. So, but yeah, but I'm here doing sports. I'm gonna try to go live every day, probably around this time if I get a chance. And the reason why, because like I said, NBA, baseball, hockey. I mean, it's everything is going on so fast already this season. And we look at that. We're already in what, tomorrow? We are in May. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. We're here to help one another. Thank you so much. And we try to stay on top of things, especially in sports. But it's so kind of hard, man, because there's so many things going in sports. And I tell you, I haven't touched soccer because I have a lot of soccer fans. And they were telling me, George, what about soccer? But see, that's what I'm saying. You got soccer, you got football, you got baseball, NBA. Let me tell you a game sports I like. Rugby. I like cricket. And I know a lot of fans out there likes cricket. So tennis, not too crazy about. Golf, don't get me wrong, guys, not too crazy about either. But I see it. I watch it because I have to look at tournament. I like, so who's winning, who's not winning. So, but once again, thank you so much, those that have subscribed, man. I really, really appreciate it with all my heart, man. We try to help each other and build each other up, and that's the most important thing, guys and girls. That's what I tell everybody. It's helping each other, man. It's giving that support. We need that nowadays. The way the world's going right now, that's something that I talked about a while back. I give the honor and glory to God, guys and girls. That's what I do. If it wasn't for Him, I don't think I'll be doing this. Thank you so much for giving me the strength and the health to do it, and that's what I gotta stay on. Stay positive. Get away from all the negativity. See, the media is a good thing, and it's also a bad thing. It's how you see it, how you I could use the word how you intake the media. There's so much thing out there that you cannot believe. Okay, but that's fine. Some people have their opinion. I'm not saying that they're doing anything wrong, but you want to keep it positive. You want to keep it, going in a vibe that everybody could join you, could listen to you. Some people like listening to that, and that's okay because who am I to judge? I don't judge anybody. I really don't. I don't do that. If you like it, fine. If you don't, then at least respect the other person. That's all I'm saying. Respect the other person and move on. But yeah, guys, if you haven't joined in, like I said, I came in live 32 minutes ago or 35 minutes ago. Yeah, actually 38 minutes ago, I came live. You could join in. You could join the chat. Tell me who your team is. You could anything you want. You want to leave your comments, and I'll answer later. I'll do that too. So, It's up to you guys. I mean, I tell when I tell everybody I have a podcast, I go out there, I show them my podcast, I show them what I do, and I tell them, listen, you join if you want to join. If you don't want to join, that's fine. I respect that. I don't get mad, because there's people that don't like sports, and some people do. So, but don't forget once you join in, hit the like button, and you could join in. Just hit the like, and we'll take it from there. And then subscribers, hey, they'll come and go, man. I believe that God will open doors or God will open windows, and His blessing will come through. That's it. That's the way I see it. But anyhow, we talk about baseball, football, and basketball. So if you're joining in and your team is in the playoffs, leave a comment. If you got a baseball team, leave your comment. Because what I do is I evaluate your team, I look at your team, and we could talk about your team. Because if I don't know what team you like, I really can't do nothing. Why? Because I don't know. It's not what to talk about because, there's so much thing going out there right now. So much thing in sports going out there right now. But all you hear is just negative, and I don't. The Sterling Sharp incident. Leaving ESPN and all that. See, I don't get involved in that, guys. There's things in the world you have to be careful, and when your name's up there, and you're a professional football player, and we could go out there and discuss everything, and then we get into that negative media stuff. I don't do that, guys. I don't do that. Because then if you say something and the facts are wrong, you're not going to look good, and I don't want to do that. So, because some people ask me that, say, George, why don't you talk about this in the podcast? Now, I don't talk nothing bad about anybody in my podcast. If a player did wrong, there's forgiveness. You move on, you repent, you forgive. Yeah, it's sports, and I understand that, but you got to give the player, his credibility also. Just because somebody go out there in the media and think they're doing something wrong, you don't want to go through that, guys. You don't want to do that. But anyhow, that's who I am. So, but anyhow, I've been here 40 minutes, and if you guys want to join into the chat, that's fine. I'll probably be here for a little while, and that'll be it. And then tomorrow we'll be back with the updates of tonight's game. Lakers will play Timberwolves at home in LA. They win. They're still alive. Panthers win tonight against Tampa. They move on to the second round. They're up 3-1. So that's a lot of stuff going on. In baseball, the Orioles, if they could take 2 out of 3 of the Yankees, man, that'll be a blessing. But the Yankees, man, I look at their lineup. Oof, they hit, 6, 7 home runs last night? That is ridiculous, man. I mean, Gibson, he gave back-to-back home runs, 3 straight home runs. So, but once again, the pitching of the Orioles, man. Tonight they got, I think it's Pavich versus, I think it's Carrasco. So, Pavich is 1-2 with a 5.4 ERA. I'm worried. I'm really worried for this team. But anything can happen. So, and then the other pitcher for the Yankees has a 5.26 ERA. So, both pitchers tonight doesn't look good. But the Yankee lineup is amazing, guys. So, sports fans, if you want to join in, go ahead. If it's not, you want to leave your comments, that's okay. Like I said, I just joined in probably 42 minutes ago. So, and once again, I want to thank you guys a lot for doing a lot for supporting the show and the podcast and the sports podcast. It's not a job. It's not an easy job to do, guys. Not easy at all. But I do have live scores. If you have anything you want me to tell you, live scores, I do. Everything that I do right now is actually live, and I keep it live and try to keep. I do have a lot of drivers too, like truck drivers at night, and I try to do a pre-recording so they can come and listen to the podcast so they can know what happened to their team. So The Orioles are about to start in what 10 more minutes. So the Yankees and the Orioles are about to start in 10 more minutes. Okay, let me get here. Give me a second, guys. Give me just a second. I'm just watching something. But you okay? You guys could talk in the chat. I'm just looking at something right now. I want to be sure everything is working fine. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. No, I just got something from YouTube saying congratulations because I've been doing a lot of videos. Imagine 15, 20 videos in the weekends. That's a lot of videos, guys. But that's sports. That's sports for you. It says your hard work paid off. Publishing more than help you your channel. You got 212% more views than usual. So I got 87,000 views. Normally I get 20 to 33,000, which is a blessing. But at the same time, I thank God for that, man. I don't look at numbers. I just sometimes I let God take care of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sports fans, if you out there and you have your team, you can put in the chat who is your team, and I can look at it, guys. I do have a lot of Jets fans because I'm a Dolphin fan, and the Jets fans, you know how Dolphins and Jets gets along. I mean, not me. I'm different, guys. I'm very different. One thing I'm gonna say, with you guys getting the quarterback from Pittsburgh, the moment that kid lose 3 games, you guys gonna want him out. That's the sad part of it. But see, that's part of sports. So yeah, I'm watching. This is nice. I'm watching the video here. Give me a second. I'll be with you guys. I'm just doing something here. But anyhow, I'll probably be here till probably 7 o'clock, and that should be fine, guys. So let me send something out here. As I'm talking to you, I'm actually looking at somebody else that. So But yeah, guys, if your team is playing tonight, let me know. If it's not, I mean, like I said, I could well, all right, let me go back to let me see, NBA tonight. Minnesota Lakers at 10 o'clock tonight. Golden State at Houston at 7 p.m. So Golden State win tonight. They wrap up the series. NHL, we got Florida at Tampa Bay. Florida win tonight. They win the series 4-1 against Tampa. We have Montreal and Washington playing tonight. If Washington win tonight, they win also. And they'll move on to the next round. And then you have St. Louis and Winnipeg are tied 2-2. So they still got a series to go with them. But I know we have sports fans out there, man. You could just join in to the podcast, man. And like I said, the best way to do is interact. And trust me, you're gonna love this podcast, especially when the football season starts. It goes crazy around here, but it's okay. Crazy fun. That's what I'm trying to say. And you got baseball too, and you got, and like I say, NBA is gonna get two, real good too. You got NBA finals. You got NHL Stanley Cup. So can the Panther repeat again? That's the good question. Can the Florida Panther repeat again? Seattle took a 7-3 lead over Los Angeles Angels, and they got the bases loaded in the bottom of the seventh inning. You got San Francisco losing to San Diego 5-3. Seattle just scored two more runs, so it's 9-3. Bottom of the seventh, and then you got Minnesota and Cleveland 0-0. So, all right, sports fans. I'm sorry, I'm watching two things at the same time. I apologize, but I'm not ignoring you at all. So, the Yankees about to start against Baltimore, 18-12 versus 11-18. Don't know why, but I hear like an echo around here. Let me see this. Let me see this. There we go. And listen, those that haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I have shorts. I do Christian shorts also. If you want to call it Christian, you want to call it, I call it more like a positive thing. Go to my YouTube shorts and you see there, I'm in there. I do a couple of videos. I do more shorts than actually videos, but I'm trying to get into live videos as much as I can. Um, Now that I got the time to do it, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in sports. So, and I know there's people watching. So, if you like the channel, just subscribe and then I'll go up again. Sometimes they say that when you put a bad title up front, that's okay. I'm a sports channel. That's why I say open sports talk because we're gonna talk everything about sports here. Maybe it's not a good title, but you know how that goes. All right, sports fans, I'll be here 30 more minutes, and the Orioles are about to start in 2 minutes. So, one thing also, when I start my program, if you guys can hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, also let me know. 'Cause sometimes I do. Yesterday I couldn't record because we had issue with the actual computer, and they were working on the Wi-Fi on this area here, so I could not basically do nothing. So, but if you guys can hear me clearly, let me know. If I need to do, I'm sure if I'm too loud, let me know, because what I did is actually when I was about to record, it took everything down, every system down, and it was hard for me to recover. I mean, I know things happen, so. But I know we have sports fans out there. We have Oriole fans, Yankee fans. Come on, we got baseball. Let's go, guys. I mean, I know you guys out there. Don't be ashamed to join in. If you have any questions, anything you want to say about your team. Listen, I understand that it is a long season, regardless. But you know what? That's the only way you could do it. Interacting and have fun, and that's what I do. I have fun. So I've been here 55 minutes, so probably another 5 minutes. I should be okay, guys. And hopefully you guys could join tomorrow when I go live, when I come from work. I'm trying to do it every day. But thank you so much for Miss Montayo. I mean, if I'm spelling it right, let me know. I appreciate you coming in and listening. All right, I just got an updated the Orioles and the Yankees about to start. If you hear that noise in the background, that's what it means. So got 4 more minutes. I mean, I was gonna say it to 7 o'clock, but I'll stay a couple more minutes for you guys. So, but once again, I I can't say much longer, but man, and doesn't bother me. Thank you so much for you guys, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. So, and like I tell you, I'll do the same thing for you guys. So I got nothing to say about that. Just that that's who I am. Oops, sorry about that. All right, sports fans. The Yankees just started. They're top of the first, and 2 balls, 2 strikes on Goldschmidt versus Pavish versus the left-hander. Boy, he gets hit hard sometimes. All right, there's 1 out. So the next batter is going to be Grisham batting. So I'm giving you the Oriole play-by-play, by the way. So Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike. Let me see if I can get the Orioles. Might get it here. Play by play. All right, here we go. Okay, Trey Grissom single on the line drive to left fielder Ramon Laureano. So the Yankees had runners at first base with Judge batting. Don't be surprised to hit a 2-run homer because this guy just always hurt the Orioles regardless. Let me do this inning. I'm going to do the first inning. I mean, Judge is batting like 417. 412 with an on base percentage of 1.235. That guy's a beast, man. He's amazing. That'd be nice to become an Oriole. There you go. He hit a home run. Judge just hit a 2-run homer. Yankees up 2-0. Didn't I tell you that? You always hurt the Dolphins. Aaron Judge just homer. His 10th fly ball to center field. Now here comes the DH Rice. Orioles losing 2-0 already. And this is something that I'm going to say, the pitching staff, guys. The pitching is hurting the Orioles, period. Sorry to say that. The first pitch is a ball on Rice. Wow, what a home run. Dead center field. See, this is what the Orioles pitching, man. This is something they're going to have to. Of course, it's Aaron Judge. I mean, he's a heck of a player regardless. But, man, okay, give me a second. We just got a breaking news here. Wow. It says Broncos quarterback John Elway involved in their fatal crash. I hope everything's okay. That was the breaking news just came out. Give me a second. I want to see. I gotta see if it's official or not official. All right, Rice just struck out. Give me a second. This is where you gotta be on top of everything, guys. See, this is where you gotta see the breaking news and all that. Let me see something here. Volpe is actually batting out. Look at the rumors. Dolphins needs to sign Xavier Howard. Really? You see what I'm talking about when people start talking stuff that just, I mean, what is Xavier Howard going to do for the Miami Dolphins? Just help the kids out? That's it? Then you threw him to the curb and now you want to get him back? That's the part I don't get either. All right, here it says Jeff Sperkman, business partner and former agent for Broncos quarterback John Elway, dies in a golf cart incident. Okay, so it's not John Elway. It's Jeff Sperkman, business partner and former agent for Broncos quarterback John Elway, dies in a golf cart accident. Wow. That's sad, guys. Very sad. Very sad. So it has nothing to do with John Elway. And the way they have it here, they put it wrong, I guess. All right, the Yankees lead the Orioles 2-0. The Orioles coming to bat. Let's see what happens. So he's a business partner, and unfortunately, in a golf cart accident. Wow. All right, sports fans, I'm gonna give this more innings, the bottom of the first to the Orioles, and then you got Mullins, Anderson, and Adley Rushman. That's a guy that's struggling too. That's the guy I was going to speak on my podcast. He is struggling. The catcher is just hitting 208. Henderson's batting 227. Mullins having a good year at 283. But once again, Oriole pitching. All right, let me get this inning across, and then I'll let you guys go and have a great rest of your afternoon. I got 15 more minutes. I'm waiting for the commercial to go so I can see the Orioles bat, and then I'll let you guys know what happened. But anyhow, thank you so much to all my subscribers. I really thank you so much. 769 and growing, and hopefully we get to 800 during the week, and probably 1,000 by the end of this month coming up. But only God knows. Hopefully I could go. I could get more involved. But like I said, I work full time. It's kind of difficult to do it, guys and girls. It's difficult. But I'm happy for everybody that has joined in. I don't miss a beat of anything. I watch all my videos, guys. So here we are. The Orioles are batting, and Mullins get a call strike from Carrasco. See if Mullins leads off with a home run here. 1-1 strike to Mullins. Alrighty, if you join in, the Orioles are losing to the Yankees 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Just started. I'm gonna do this one, and then I'll call it a day because I have to go back to work tomorrow. 2 strikes on Mullins. He swung the ball in the dirt in a changeup. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the Mullins just called timeout for a second to step back. I just feel that the Orioles are swinging to any pitches. They're not making the pitcher work of the opponents. So now it's 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck circles is Henderson, the shortstop, and Adley Rushman. And then after that comes O'Hearn. Basically, the only Orioles batting 300 is O'Hearn. The next one close to him is Ramon Urias. All right, so it's 2-2 in the switch. The pitch, and it's a foul back. All right, here we go. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball in the dirt. The same one he's swinging the piss, or swinging the piss. Look at that, swinging the miss. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to say that. Oh my God. I think it's time to call it a day already. All right, here's the 3-2 pitch, 3 balls, 2 strike. And this is a line drive base hit by Mullins. So a single for Mullins, and here comes Anderson. Would he hit a home run and tie it up? Because I'll tell you, both pitchers tonight are not good at all. All right, here's the pitch to Anderson. Uh, Anderson just hit a ground ball, and Mullins out at second base. So he's at first base with Rushman batting. Boy, Rushman's having a bad season, guy. The catcher of the Orioles. Don't know what's going on with him, to be honest with you. Maybe he could break it off tonight, hit a home run here. So Mullins out of second base. Now Rushman is batting. Here's the pitch. Ball one inside. 1 ball, no strike. This is the only inning I'm going to do, guys. And then I'm going to go leave you guys. You can have dinner with your family, enjoy your family. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Probably same time, hopefully. Okay, here's the pitch. A ball in the dirt. So 2 balls and no strike on Rushman. I know we have a lot of Yankee fans out there, so here's the pitch. Call strike in the outside corner. So 2 ball, 1 strike. Well, 2 balls and 1 strike. You name it. 2 balls and 1 strike. I forgot they always call the ball first, not the strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch with Henderson at first base. And there's a in play, no out. So I guess was that an error or a base hit? Give me a second. That's the Orioles got runners at first and second, and here comes O'Hearn. Maybe O'Hearn could hit a 3-run homer. Yeah, so Ashley single on a ground ball by first baseman Paul Goldschmidt, Gunnar Henderson at second base. There was a single. Right, that's a good way to start. First and second, 1 out. And O'Hearn's at bat. Maybe O'Hearn hit a home run here, guys. Make it 3-2 Orioles. Because I feel this is a game is going to be like that tonight. Because both pitchers are terrible. First pitch is a strike in the middle to O'Hearn. It was a slider. So 1 strike, first and second. Same pitch, but this time it's fouled back. So O'Hearn's are in the hole with 2 strikes. With Laureano coming up to bat. And O'Hearn's is the only hitter batting 300 for the Orioles. And has the best base percentage. Well, second best to Mullins, 964. He's 929. Here's a pitch in the dirt. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Those are watching, thank you so much. I'm just doing this little bit play by play like I did yesterday. Or the day before. And here's the ball outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. O'Hearn just struck out. So here comes Laureano, first and second. Here comes the Orioles again. Cannot score with runners in scoring position. Let me see if Laureano could break that streak. All right, so you got 1 ball and 1 strike. Threw a ball outside, and he's swinging the strike that was all the way outside too. It would have been 2 ball, no strike on Laureano. See, that's what happened with Laureano. He's just a free swinger. So the Orioles got first and second. The Yankees lead 2-0, and there's a swing and a miss and a strike. So now he has 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Orioles might come up with nothing here in the bottom of the first inning. So let's see what happened. The batter called timeout. On deck is Holiday if Laureano could get on base. Ball 2 inside, so now 2-2. Come on, Laureano, hit the home run, guy. He'll get a base hit at least. Make it 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes with Holiday on deck waiting. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 to Laureano. Would he strike out, or would he get a base hit, or would he walk? Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Strike him out. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Once again, I see you guys tomorrow. And those that haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. And guys, see you soon. And thank you so much, Miss Montayo, to joining in and spend time with me a little bit there. And you guys have a great time. And God bless you all. And don't forget, guys, man, stay positive. Don't let nothing bother you. Keep going forward. Pursue your dream. And you'll get there. God bless you all. Thank you so much. And see you soon.